Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is you happen to be watching this. Starstone with the Driven Agent. I am talking to you today about the choice to be happy, because I do believe that happiness is a choice. I'm talking to you about the fact that you're not going to be happy 24/7, most likely. Now, do I think that's possible? 100%. Do I think that's realistic? Probably not. But I want to tell you that that's perfectly fine and perfectly normal. And what we're going to talk about is our indicator emotions. Our indicator emotions are fear, anger, upsetness, confusion, things that are telling us, hey, mind and body, something is not right. Something is making me feel this way. And to stop and acknowledge that indicator emotion and figure out what it is that's triggering that. And then to take action. That's the biggest thing, taking action. The best way to move through indicator emotions is to take action to get out of them. So whether that's standing up from your seat and doing 10 jumping jacks, taking a quick walk, going and hugging your pets, a loved one, picking up the phone and making a call, or just picking up the phone and making that phone call that you know that you've been dreading making, or sending that email, or taking that challenge head on. Taking action will move you through those indicator emotions, because we all know people that live days, weeks, months, years, perhaps even a lifetime living in those indicator emotions. Those emotions where they're angry all the time, they're upset all the time, they're in fear all the time. Not only does that cause tremendous stress on our bodies, which leads to many, many diseases, it's not something that people enjoy being around. So if you're looking around you and everyone around you is kind of miserable, it does go back to the misery loves company. You cannot raise yourself up at any significant level if you're constantly surrounded by people that are not willing to not only acknowledge those indicator emotions, but then to take action to move through those and back to happiness. Because happiness is an inside job. Happiness is what we tell ourselves, what we feed ourselves, what we listen to, what we read, the people that we surround ourselves by. If you are in a funk, if you are having the same year over and over and over again, only you can change that. And it might mean, take it for what it is, top grading. And what I mean by top grading is you might need to move some people a little further away. Not saying you have to move them out of your life, but you might need to move some people further away and bring some new people in. Some people that are going to either be where you want to go already, or are willing to support you and just believe in you and have faith in you no matter what your ideas are, right? I've been so fortunate in my life to have people believe in me, even with my craziest ideas. Even when I have failed, they have still not stopped believing in me. So you must make sure that you are surrounding yourselves with people that are going to help lift you up, with people that you can call and say, hey, you know what? I'm really fearful, or I'm really angry, and I just can't seem to move through it. I need help. Right? We don't have to live on these little islands on our own. Sometimes we're surrounded by tons of people, but we're so lonely because we're afraid to show our vulnerability. And if COVID has brought us anything into the world of working from home and Zooming with dogs barking and children running in, I think it's been the privilege of allowing us to open up that door that's been pretty closed between work and personal life, not only for men, but specifically for women as well. You know, working moms, or, you know, moms that were caretakers that were also holding full-time jobs, really having to almost pretend that this whole other huge significant part of their life didn't exist because of the fear of people judging them, or that it might affect their corporate work, or the professional work, which is just could not be more of the opposite. So COVID has allowed us to kind of merge those two worlds and show one another that we can be very successful, if not even more productive, when we are surrounded by the creature comforts that we have at home. Or it might have told us, like, listen, we need to create a private space for ourselves. We need to create that sanctuary. We need to get that office where we can close the door so that we can be focused on what it is we are doing at that time. But I'm digressing. So I don't expect that you're happy 24/7. Could you be happy 24/7? 100%. But what I want to talk about today is to identify those indicator emotions, acknowledge them, and then take action to move through them. And if you are stuck, and if you just feel like you're on a cycle, that's great. You're acknowledging it. Now take action. Do not be the person that is complaining about the same thing next month, next year, 5 years from now, heaven forbid, on your deathbed, right? There's no one that will ever on their deathbed say, I should have spent less time on my own happiness or my own joy. Now, I'm not talking about being selfish and taking advantage of people. I'm talking about pouring into yourself and being the best person that you can be so that you can put the most out into this world. And if you are not surrounded by people in your home life, your personal life, and your work life that are bringing you up, it is time to top grade. It is time to move some people away and bring some people closer. And you don't have to cut anyone out of your life, but I want to give you the permission that if someone is toxic to you, you have 110% permission to say, I care about you, but I can't have you in my life on a daily basis. Or not say anything at all. Just distance yourself. Block people, unfriend people. It's not a challenge. It's not that challenging. And it's not making you a bad person by doing that. As a matter of fact, it's going to make you a better person. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that you find your happiness on a daily basis and make happiness a habit. And if you are stuck, that you reach out to those around you. Reach out to me if you really need someone to help you move through something. Send me a PM. If you know that your life has more, your business has more, if you know that there is just a much bigger world for you to explore, then you can take that action right now. And do it from joy and do it from happiness and work through the fear and work through the anger and take action. That's just the best thing that you can do. Anytime you need to change something, take action. Could be a very, very small step, could be a very, very big step. I hope you have a wonderful, successful day. Until next time, bye for now.